look like a light bulb? Am I too bright?
No, it means it's for an oven. For an oven, I think. I don't know. That's what you use a light bulb in a box for, isn't it?
I don't really understand, Tim. But thank you very much for the money anyway. And he says, hello, Mr. Fam.
Yo.
How you doing, Mr. Fam?
And hello, Phil. I've never met you before, but I've watched you from afar.
Phil, meet Mikey. Mikey, meet Phil. Oh, we've had another super chat. Ivan says it was bad enough in the UK with the bust up of Boris Johnson and Dominic Cummings, but this is off the scale. Good point, Ivan. Thanks for the super chat. Yes.
It's because where is Donald Trump tweeted? Because I can't find that.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't tweet. He tweets
it's on
social.
Truth Social.
Politics
I'm
social.
not even on
Truth
that.
Social. Just Google
Elon
it.
on that too.
Just look for his posts on Twitter. Someone grabs them and then puts them up there. You don't even have to get an account.
If you just follow Elon Musk,
he said,
if you look at his stuff, it'll all be there.
In another tweet, he said, in the light of the president's statement about my cancellation of my government contracts, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately.
Remember when Elon wanted to pick somebody for NASA?
Yes. And then it all fell apart at the last minute. By the way, the Dragon is the spacecraft that's taking the astronauts into space at the moment.
The rocket.
It was the shuttle, and then they were using the Soyuz rocket over in Kazakhstan, and then they went over to SpaceX. He said he could do it cheaper than the guys in Kazakhstan. He can't.
His account.
Pardon?
Why am I having trouble finding his account?
Elon?
Maybe he's blocked you. Maybe you were mean. Maybe did you use some hurty words?
No, this is my alt account. I don't post on my alt account. Well, anyway, this is my alt account.
I went to the what's it called? I just went to the trending. It's number one.
I muted this account. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you didn't feel like seeing that shit all the time.
Scott, you're also quite quiet. If you could turn your mic up a little bit, that would be groovy. Sorry, Mikey, go
on. Yes. I wasn't saying anything.
It's how you.
Dave W says, "Hi, Phil. Survived the werewolves I see."
Yes. The trick was to be in my hotel by dark.
Were you in London?
Yeah.
Is that I guessed it. I get the reference, Dave. You can't fool me. I know all about the Britons.
The Britons.
There was one werewolf in one movie once.
We've had an explanation.
Then did a song about it as well.
What? We've had an explanation from Tim. Thank you very much for the super chat, Tim. It's how you make biltong, Graham. It's a light bulb in a box.
I'm pretty sure you need a cow as well.
Yeah, probably.
Biltong is South African, no?
South African beef jerky.
That shit is flame. It's
so good.
They won't sell it in the States.
So good. Why not?
No, like you can get it.
That's big beef jerky. That is.
That's big jerk.
Big jerk. What a bunch of big jerks.
Tim Walls, the big jerk.
So, this is absolutely phenomenal, and that was a really good point that Ivan made about this as being a lot like the fallout between Boris Johnson and Dominic Cummings, because you could see it was going to kick off because those egos that size cannot survive within each other's orbit. It just can't happen.
It's like two Jupiters in our solar system. It would never work.
The thing with Dominic Cummings, though, that was very much that wasn't a clash between Cummings and Johnson. It was a clash between Cummings and Simmons at the time, who is now Johnson, different Johnson.
Yes,
Boris Johnson didn't give a shit.
Different.
It's just that he ended up choosing birds before mates, and Dominic Cummings was out the door.
Yeah.
So,
but them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks.
As Boris
whereas this
said.
one is just literally. Musk. You can't. I know he's not the genius everyone else has said, but how ridiculously stupid was it to have observed what Trump was like in his first term? He got rid of Bannon. Trump owed Bannon everything, but got rid of him sharpish.
He let him sit in jail.
Yeah,
and I don't understand how he thought it was going to benefit him to put someone. There was everyone else knew there would be a clash of personalities. Everyone else.
But
and he put so much money into it. He sunk so much money into it. He even said he'd be screwed if Trump lost the election because
he thought he was going to go to jail.
Service that Twitter debt. Well, he couldn't service the Twitter debt either. He was having to sell his Tesla shares just to pay the bloody debt. So he's still got that problem.
They all went in on the same Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
And Elon bulked, so now he's off the squad. It's like a Dark Knight, or is it Dark Knight? Maybe Dark Knight. The second one, Batman, where he was like, "No, I'm here to kill the bus driver," and he just kind of slowly shifts over. That's what Trump was doing to him the whole time. And we're like, "Dude, he's gonna get you too. He's gonna get you too." And Elon's like, "No. He's gonna make me rich. You see? Then we only have to split it 3 ways. You see? No, dumbass. He's gonna get you too." And there you go. But hey, Elon, don't take no shit from him. Light him up, Elon. What other dirty secrets do you have? Reveal them, Elon. Do some ketamine.
He don't remember any of them.
You were cool.
Know what's going on?
You were so much cooler when you were on drugs, Elon. Now tell us everything that he did.
I liked you when you were cool.
Be cool again, Elon. Tell us.
That's like saying I like the Rolling Stones when they were on drugs. They were better than.
It's like when he paid that guy to play Path of Exile 2 for him and pretend he was this like world's best player. He probably just paid someone to go and do his Doge stuff as well. He probably don't know what's actually going on.
It was a bunch of 19-year-olds doing everything.
Yeah.
Which is why
Trump's hired a 19-year-old to run Homeland Security.
Well, that's what he did. He'll have said, "Go and save me $2 trillion. I'm just going to light up over here."
Charles has just made a point, and thank you very much for the super chat, Charles. This sort of stuff happens every time James O'Brien goes on leave.
Holiday, he's got it, right?
Yeah.
Is he gone again?
He's not on this week. He's been off.
No,
I've not been listening to him since the whole thing kicked off with Sangeeta. I'm not particularly happy with him.
They got
is it Swilla Brown?
Lewis Goodall.
She did last time.
Goodall. He's on there.
Well, I like Lewis Goodall. He's good. He's Goodall. He's all good. Tim, thank you very much for the super chat. Was Elonia technically a DEI hire because of alleged learning issues? Well, I think it was a DEI hire because he was a drug addict. And Paula says
he's an African.
And he's foreign.
He's a filthy African immigrant.
African American,
an illegal immigrant.
He's not an immigrant. Hey! He's just an African. He's not an American. Easy.
Yeah,
he ain't one of us.
He has got an American passport though. Now. He's got a Canadian passport as well.
We'll see how long that lasts.
I don't think he's welcome there either, if I'm honest.
No, he's not going to be welcome anywhere. He is the provider of the world. Because all the MAGA will turn on him.
The Queen of Canada will welcome him into her kingdom with open arms. If you guys have not Googled or YouTubed the Queen of Canada, she is a delight. She is buck wild crazy. The craziest woman you've ever seen.
She is to declare herself the Queen of Canada.
She's about 4'9", and she has threatened to murder everyone who's ever been vaccinated.
What's going on here?
She is bananas looped in, but she has like 1,000 something like armed supporters, and like they're holed up in this little compound. It's a very interesting story. The Queen
sounds like a cult to me.
Yep, the Queen of Canada.
Sounds very David Koresh.
Paula has dropped in a £5 super chat. Yeah, but Musk is arrogant enough to think he can control Trump. So thank you very much for that super chat.
They all do.
Yeah,
they all are. They are all like Bannon was.
I can change him.
Yeah,
this is so childish. This is so high school. I'm not your friend anymore because you wouldn't let me play ball. Oh, you were mean. You said mean things. You used hurty words. They're such epic children. They're just absolute children. I'll just bring up what the this is what Musk put up earlier today. Time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT.
43.2 million views from an hour and a half ago.
Wow, 42.3 million. When this screen grab was taken, it was only on 732,000.
I got it up on my side. I like pulled up the X article or the page. It's like, dude, the comments on here are fucking mint. Like,
go on, read some.
This is fucking Christmas.
Read some while I eat my popcorn.
I shall do that. Oh, you pop popcorn for the Cenk Uygur, CEO and leader of the Young Turks, says, "Wow!" Exclamation point! Shit just got real. And he's been playing both sides. Oh, you let your son hang out with a guy who you knew was a pedophile? Make sure your lawyers are on standby. And there's pictures of Trump and little X. Amiri King, then why don't Democrats drop this info years ago? Oh boy. There's a bunch of things I'm scrolling past because I don't want to say them.
Well, there's a lot of stuff, in all honesty, though. That's because you're right in saying that. During Biden's term, they should have destroyed Trump. He should have done everything he could. I don't know whether he was just trying. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know whether he was just trying to appear like neutral and not actually pursuing a witch hunt. But if Trump had won, they knew he would pursue a witch hunt. So they, fight fire with fire. They should have destroyed him.
So even if it would have looked or appeared that this was going to be like a politically biased thing to do, it was fucking the law. Like, he violated so many laws. He did so many things that will put you in jail because they are illegal, not because a certain side of the aisle doesn't like you. You can't do that shit. It's fucking like there's a crime. That is a crime, and there is a punishment. You owe the American people restitution for your behavior. That's what jail is.
Kirsty McTee has got a really good idea. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kirsty. That's really kind of you. Will Trump deport Musk to El Salvador? He could.
Hysterical. That would be
brilliant. Oh my God, he totally could.
How's he going to get him?
It was something
funny.
How's he going to get him?
Fucking head.
How's he going to get him?
I don't know. Ice, baby.
He has his own city.
He's already. He's got an army. He's already got.
Yeah, he's got an army of. He's got fucking Secret Service protection.
American citizens. He's already sent American citizens. And do you know what?
Yeah.
I respect the fact that federal judges are standing up to Trump, doing their best to stand up to him. I've got a little inkling they won't show much concern if he sends Musk to El Salvador. They might just say, "Sorry, I'm a bit busy with the old cases here. I'll have to get around to that in a few months, maybe."
Well, that'll be if Trump.
I do love the picture of Ghislaine Maxwell with Elon Musk. I think that's quite fantastic.
Well, if people want Elon back, I guess you'll just have to send all of the citizens back home, won't you?
Yeah.
Joey Swole says, "Well, I didn't have that on my 2025 bingo card." Dude,
How
get
not?
out of the gym.
No.
That was the free middle square. Of course they were
I
going to wake
know.
up.
I think everyone knew that was coming from a mile away.
It was really just a matter of time.
Joey Swole spends way too much time in the gym having a go at gym bunnies for videoing themselves.
Yeah.
So we also have a couple of more super chats in, but I'll come to them in a moment. We've got I was gonna bring up another tweet that's gone out, which it hasn't worked. Sorry, it hasn't worked. I'll go back to the super chats. A few super chats come in. Thank you so much for them. Ivan says the White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt is a particularly nasty human being. Definitely another Marjorie Taylor Greene. Absolutely, she's horrible. Anne Phillips just says popcorn. And thank you very much for the super chat there. And then Ivan Ambrose, Mikey said about the Queen of Canada, she's the same as our Queen Camilla.
I think he might mean
No, this is an internet.
up.
This is an internet character, isn't it? The Queen of Canada.
No.
Who is the Queen of Canada?
I don't think it's Camilla.
No, she is a little
No, she's a
Filipino
nutbag.
lady. She is a nutbag.
Right.
That's what she calls
Yeah.
herself. Yeah.
She's on the internet. She calls herself the Queen of Canada. But yeah, thanks very much, Ivan. And Tim, they could deport him and confiscate SpaceX. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, Trump's already talked about a bit of communism. Sure, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love that.
And
I mean, this is what they've been asking for all this time, isn't it? Let's face it.
This in 28 minutes ago from Elon Musk. In the light of the president's statements about cancellation of my government contracts, at SpaceX will begin decommissioning Dragon Space immediately. Yeah. And it's got his quote up here: the easiest way to save money in our budget and billions of dollars is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I always surprise.
It just goes to show that billions and billions and billions of dollars go to people,
to Elon Musk,
to the richest man in the world.
That's why he's rich. Because he is only rich because he was subsidized by the American government.
Yep.
Without that, he has nothing.
He's the richest socialist ever.
Yeah.
Let's hang on, I just want to work something out here. I just want to work out how much he's lost tonight with those.
All right, while you're working
Tesla.
While you're working that out, Phil, I'm going to just go to this tweet that someone's put out. This is someone saying, here's the confession from Elon Musk. Kamala Harris is the rightful president of the United States. And Elon Musk tweeted earlier today, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems will control the House and the Republicans will be 51-49 in the Senate.
Because he cheated.
They cheated. They cheated. They all fucking cheated.
His little boy told everybody.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew that from the moment that they announced he won. I knew something's not right there. Something is not right.
The numbers looked very funky.
Yeah, but there'll be no investigation. But at the end of the day, if Musk, so he's basically lost another $20 billion just today. So he is up to a net loss of getting on close to $200 billion.
Right.
In terms of what he threw in for Twitter and in terms of his share losses this year.
He got Twitter he paid more for Twitter than he did for the United States.
Well, no. Well, I mean, he's lost now about $150 billion. So that was a pretty high price to pay as well.
For like the money he put for Trump's
in terms of spending it. Yeah,
he only put like
he actually gave 200 million.
Yeah, 250, 270 or whatever the numbers are. Like that's how much he put on the campaign. And he's like, look, I'm about to have no taxes, all my subsidies. We're about to put Starlink everywhere. That's even more money. Nah, dog.
I cannot understand how anyone with half a functioning brain didn't realise the only way he was getting all that was to agree to be Trump's bitch because Trump responds to flattery.
Right. So talking of being Trump's bitch, I've just put a picture up of Trump with no other than Ghislaine Maxwell. That's a bit incriminating. But then I've got another picture of Ghislaine Maxwell. This is Mike Dick sent these over to us. And who's that? Oh, it looks like Elon Musk and Ghislaine Maxwell just hanging out like people do.
About 5 minutes ago.
Just crazy. Just absolutely crazy.
This is normal. Yeah. What are y'all talking about?
I didn't get a chance to talk about the who's the vice president, JD Vance, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Mr. Couch.
He was telling everyone to piss off after this as soon as the World Cup is over next year. And Trump today has banned 14 countries from
there's exceptions for that.
FIFA are thinking of withdrawing. I saw a headline.
No exceptions for the fans. There's no exception for the fans.
No, Trump did say there were. Well, I
think FIFA
said athletes. He just said athletes.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And obviously for the Olympics in 2028. I mean,
isn't it mad? Wouldn't it be mad though? If so, FIFA allowed Russia to hold the World Cup after they'd invaded Ukraine.
Yes.
Saudi, no, it wasn't. It was Dubai. So, was it Dubai?
Qatar.
Qatar's next, isn't it?
No,
Saudi Arabia. Sorry,
Qatar,
no, it was Qatar. You're right. Sorry. Yeah. Even though, as they built their stadiums, they kept building it on top of workers, and they're going to allow Saudi Arabia to have it as well. With the head of their government basically just randomly killed a journalist. And wouldn't it be weird they let all those World Cups go ahead and the one they take it off is America? Which you would have thought, because we're worse. Those four was the most normal country. The one that made sense to because they never should have awarded it to Russia. They never should have. I understand moving it around the world and only so many countries can afford to put on a World Cup. Yeah. But,
and
also
maybe South Sudan as well. Maybe South Sudan. Maybe they should have it this year.
I don't think they can afford it. It's very expensive. South Africa, it costs a lot. They were the only African country that could realistically put it on. I suppose Nigeria might have a crack. Yeah. It's really expensive to put on.
So Musk has also asked, is it time for a new party? More than 80% of voters on X agree with Elon Musk that it's time to create a new political party in the US. He asked his acolytes on that platform.
Be a good way for him to lose the rest of his money.
Yeah, asking if it was time for a new party which represents 80%, the 80% in the middle.
If only I feel like he had been watching the Bin.
Delusion,
he's been watching the Bin. He's been watching the Bin podcast because I said that literally the day after the fucking first debate.
Well, no one wants just two parties anyway, because no one's going to feel that two parties are going to represent their country very well.
Well, it's been a two-party system.
They'd be better off like us. I mean, their electoral system is, at the very least, I understand the reasons they did it in the first place, but at the very least,
there are no reasons.
It should be that the president should be the winner, the one that wins the popular vote, which I know would have been Trump again this time, but it very rarely would be a Republican.
Trump has written on Truth Social since we started broadcasting. I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It is a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion, and the biggest tax cut ever given. If this bill doesn't pass, there will be a 68% tax increase and things far worse than that. I didn't create this mess. I didn't create this mess. I'm just here to fix it. This puts our country on the path to greatness.
I remember
$2.5 trillion onto the debt.
I remember when Joe Biden put in those tariffs on the entire earth. And I was like, man, I hope Trump comes in. Oh, wait a minute.
And fix it.
Maybe he thinks the rest of us are on ketamine. But it's like, brother, you walked into the, like, literally the laziest economy you could have possibly, like, needed. You literally could have just not touched it and it would have been fine. You could have just literally sat around and played golf for fucking 4 years. We would have fucking called you a bunch of names the entire time. But you could have just sat there and played golf for 4 years and did nothing. And it would have been fine. You had to do something.
It's weird because I think on this tweet, truth, whatever you want to call it, he's basically saying that if the Senate don't pass this bill, what he's gonna do is still going to give the biggest tax cut, but he's going to charge the American people for it by taxing them.
That's what the tariffs are.
And you know what's hilarious as well? You've got all these senators, right? And they keep getting phone calls, these Republicans. And one of them would be off like Trump saying, you better vote for this bill or I'm going to destroy you. And then they put the phone down and then it rings again, they pick it up. And it's Musk saying, if you actually vote for this bill, I'm going to destroy you.
What?
Well, now they now they have. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say but who will they believe given that Musk is a proven failure at this after Wisconsin?
Well, yeah, but he has got the money. I mean, if he wants to, in the primaries, he can't get people to go on his side from the Democrat side, but from the Republican side, he could create trouble in primaries.
Yeah, but they hate him. They all hate him.
And here's
does anyone actually like Musk?
But there's like,
apart from his baby mama, maybe. Does anyone actually?
None of his baby mamas like him.
I'd say he's
got
like
them are suing him for sole custody.
He's got 16 baby mamas, so maybe 8 people in the United States like him, total. But the problem that the Republicans don't have anymore is that now they don't have to worry about Elon's money coming into primaries. He's not on Trump's side anymore. So if you go against Trump, you don't have to worry about, $75 million getting dumped into your 14th district Virginia fucking primary where you are not going to be able to pull up. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to worry about the big sword of Damocles. It's turned into like a bang flag. Like, it's nothing. Trump has this is the thing about matadors, right? Like, he has nothing. It was all a bluff. Now everyone can see. I don't know if the Republicans are going to take this opportunity to stand up to the Wizard of Oz and to see that there's just a tiny little man behind it. And now the tiny little man doesn't even have his machinery anymore. The funding's been turned off.
Yeah.
He's broke now.
So the drama goes on. First of all, Ernie Burns, thank you very much for the £2 super chats. I predict Trump, Vance impeached before the year's end. Funny you should say that, Ernie, because the news has just come through that Elon Musk has done a blizzard of tweets, and just moments ago, he said that Trump's global tariff will cause a recession in the second half of the year, and he suggested that President Trump should be impeached and replaced by J.D. Vance.
Peter Thiel's little buddy.
Does he think Vance is like? I mean, obviously that's what would happen anyway. There's no
United States of America is ridiculous, but okay.
But isn't Vance just as crazy?
He's just as nuts.
If Vance becomes president, he has to dodge MAGA. Because he's not MAGA.
He would have to be loyal to it. He'd have to be utterly loyal to Trump, wouldn't he? Trump would still be the president.
Yeah.
Like, Vance has got no personality or power base. So he would have to have backed Trump to the hilt, reluctantly take over, basically say I'm on the hotline to Trump every day, giving the impression that Trump is still the president.
But he's Thiel's guy. He's not Trump's guy. He's Thiel's guy that Trump was forced to take because they didn't have a relationship before this. He doesn't fucking know JD Vance. That is Thiel's
attacked
pick.
him years ago. he used to hate it when people brought it up.
That's what I'm like. They're like, this is all a marriage of economies.
Convenience.
Yeah, it can be like they're trying. Like this was all part of their issue. Maybe they want to get rid of Trump, and then Vaught and Thiel and Musk get what they wanted, and they just use Trump to do it. This is the problem with being a useful idiot. You don't know when they're gonna throw you away. Because Trump doesn't provide anything except for the idiots to vote for him. Well, they don't need that anymore. They got 4 years of green lights. They done bought the Congress. They done bought the courts. And Trump's so dumb, he's let them in too far. So why do they need Trump anymore? They can just use Vance.
Maybe it's all getting very interesting, isn't it? I realize that I'm banned from Twitter because I've suggested that it'd be better if Elon Musk just stopped. So I'll have to go onto one of my sock puppet accounts. I've got one called I Follow Bigots. So I'll go on that because that probably follows.
Oh, that's
Elon
you.
Musk.
I saw you back following me a little while. Wait a minute.
I Follow Bigots. Oh God, it sent me a bloody message to. I've got to get a verification code. Oh, I don't know.
20 British pound super chat from Tim Ballum. Thank you so
Whoa,
much.
Tim.
Get yourself a printer to fill in the string map. I mean, you're right. I do have to start filling in. Maybe I should just start typing on these and just go into Photoshop and put them on there, put real articles up there, because it is getting kind of obvious at this point, huh? It was all a robbery, y'all. It was all a robbery, and you witnessed it. Thank you, Tim. One more air horn.
Okay. Right. Refuse. Oh my God, why is this so big? I don't know.
I've heard that before.
No, it was zoomed in. It was just really, really zoomed in.
Hold on.
Davian, thank you very much for the £10 super chat. Vance is Peter Thiel's pet, but Thiel will probably lend him out to Musk. The only problem is that Vance is whispering that if he can get the Republican nomination next, Trump Jr. can be vice president. Who would vote for that? Who would vote for that?
Well, their aim is to get to a situation where it doesn't really matter. I don't think they can go straight for the Russian option just yet, but I mean that's what they're working towards, isn't it?
Right.
So you have elections, but you don't.
Right. That's what I think the last one was.
Elon's just tweeted the little eyebrow up emoji on
that video.
On a video which is 1992 Trump partying with Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, I'm gonna play that. Let's watch.
And another man, as women are dancing in front of him. Trump alternates.
I don't even know why all of these things are considered impactful, though, because everyone knew all of these people went to the army.
Yeah.
It's like everyone knew.
Yeah.
It's from Palm Beach, Florida, November 1992. Trump is looking much younger, and he is definitely looking at the girls on the dance floor with a pink tie on, and Epstein's right next to him, and they're whispering in each other's ear over the music.
Yeah, fuck that 13-year-old. Yeah, me too.
Ew.
So Elon Musk has also retweeted something which was an extract from New Yorker magazine in 2002. Epstein likes to tell people he's a loner, a man who's never touched alcohol or drugs, and one whose nightlife is far from energetic. And yet, if you talk to Donald Trump, a different Epstein emerges. I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. Trump booms from a speakerphone. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do. And many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life.
He meant early 30s.
Like Trump,
younger,
sat on television, sat next to his young daughter, basically saying he'd like to have sex with her. Like,
pretty much.
When she could hear it. Imagine saying that in front of the person. Like, what?
So nothing. This is why when people keep saying things like Putin's got compromise on Trump, and I keep thinking, Does he though? Is there anything anyone could have on Trump that would shame this
I think
man?
if he killed a child,
I bet.
I don't think
I think
so.
it's this. I think he has a micro PP, and he got peed on by the Russian prostitutes, and they recorded.
yeah,
it,
but
and he didn't
like
know
Phil
that.
says, he wouldn't care about that. That came out. All the MAGA lot would be like, "Oh, it's fake news. It's AI. It's not real."
Or they just think it was cool.
Yeah. Captain Coconut, thank you very
he's
much for
not
£5
them.
super chat. A shrewd investor would make a mint off the back of Trump's policies, crashing and recovering the stock markets over this period.
Mhm.
Insider
You'd have to know
trading.
when. You'd have to know when he's going to say things.
Well, I think he tells his mates, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He'll tell some of them.
he posted
this
it
is-
online.
the thing
He
is
was
as well,
like, it's a good time to buy, and then he fucking did the tariff shit. You know, like he does this shit all. Like he has been telegraphing it this time. Usually in DC, they kind of keep it under their hat, and then like that, you know, like a signal text chat maybe, and then those people get informed about when certain policy things. Nancy Pelosi, they get to know when certain regulations are going to go in and out of effect, and then they play the market that way. I think all these fuckers should divest. If you want to be a public servant,
yeah.
you only get the fucking income that comes in your paycheck. If there's
This is-
anything,
I mean, I
if
say
you
this
have
in this
if you have
country.
an extra fucking lawnmower at your house that you can't explain in your fucking in your salary, then you go to jail. Like all this fucking lobbying money needs to fucking end.
I mean,
Yesterday.
my solution in this country, where the money isn't even as bad, is that all MPs should have any additional income taxed at 100%.
Yeah.
All of it.
101%.
Wouldn't make
That'll
any
teach
money.
them.
And they have to divulge everything. There's no no loopholes. Everything has to be explained. So if you have a load of shares and stocks and getting money from them, dividends, you're going to be taxed at 100%. Hand it over.
You don't get any of it.
So this was a truth that was sent out by Donald Trump earlier, which is Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that no one else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do. And he just went crazy. All caps, crazy.
I refreshed the Elon Musk Twitter page and it said something went wrong. Try reloading.
Well, that's because everybody
The feed's gone.
on the internet is refreshing Elon Musk's Twitter page.
There we go.
It's
How can a post that literally
love
went up
seeing-
12 minutes ago have 2.6 million views? So everyone's refreshing Elon's Twitter account.
And Twitter's built like shit now, so it's crashing.
Yeah, so it's gonna fall over at some point.
It's gonna keel over and beg for mercy soon.
it's,
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna be like,
2.8 million
stop.
now. But,
2.28.
okay, so who do you think's going to win? We're going to have to wrap this up soon because you haven't got all, although, more things might
Well, it
happen.
depends. Like Mikey says, it depends on how the forces are arranged around them. The Republicans hate Musk,
Yep. Always
but what
have.
about the people who actually own the country? Like, do the other tech bros really like Musk? Do they? I'm not sure if they do.
They all
He was
hate
going to
each
have a
other.
fight. He was going to have a fight with Zuckerberg, wasn't
Yeah.
Yes, fight with everyone.
No, like
he? No, a physical fight,
in
a fist fight.
Oh,
a
is it?
cage match.
Yeah, cage match.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then he backed out.
Because
Chickened out.
he saw Mark Zuckerberg kicking that, he was doing kickboxing. He saw him kick that bag a few times. He's like, "Oh shit, no,
That doesn't sound gay at all.
I don't."
does it?
So I'm
Wow.
kicking that heavy bag,
I
and that
would,
motherfucker was shifting. He said, "Nah, I don't want to fight no more."
I'm gonna have to get going in a minute anyway.
Yeah.
But, I would. Yeah, I don't actually know how the forces are arranged behind it. That's what's. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But I cannot. I mean, obviously Trump. Well, neither of them are strategic geniuses. Let's be honest. Right.
The real world consequences are being reported on the BBC. After Trump threatened to cut government contracts, Musk has already said he might decommission SpaceX Dragon spacecraft. That spacecraft was designed with $396 million from NASA. Just when they say from NASA, from the American taxpayer.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. At the same time, $396 million is nothing. Like,
Well, it's for an individual.
yeah, but it's not for either NASA or the United States.
Yeah. And Musk has also said that Trump's tariffs will cause recession. in the second half. I've already read that one.
But that,
Yeah.
literally everybody knows that. So he's not
Trump
really
doesn't.
saying anything new there.
Trump still thinks that the tariffs are paid by the people who import, not the people.
No, Trump is telling everybody that.
No, I think he honestly believes it.
He genuinely doesn't understand tariffs. We've known that for decades. That's
he's
his
really
one
thick.
constant. Back when he was dancing with Epstein, he believed it then. Like it has been his one constant. It's the one thing we know he actually believes because he's been going on about it long before he would have thought he was going to be going into politics.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's just he.
And I don't think someone with a brain like he has is in for learning lessons. He won't learn anything.
Kyle Kalinske from this from Secular Talk on YouTube post. It's got like the meme with like the guy he's like poking the thing. He's like, "Come on, post something," and it's JD Vance. It's like, "Come on, JD, get in this shit." Oh, that would be great. Please say something. Please get into the crossfire.
Everyone's gonna have something to have said by the time.
I want it to get
three
messier.
of us in England.
If I was
messier,
if I was anywhere near this, any of the big people around this, I'd be saying nothing.
Turn my phone
unless I was
off.
ordered to by Trump.
My phone is going into the drawer for the rest of the night. That's enough of that.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
See you at the office tomorrow. I am not dealing. With the basketball game coming on tonight, who's playing? Pacers? Love Indiana. Let's go.
Anyway, right, I've got to go. Lovely chatting with you all.
Thank you so much for coming on, Phil.
No problem.
Bye, Phil.
I'll see you later.
I'll see you tomorrow for the agenda
Yes.
at 1:00 on Politics Social.
Yes.
Thanks,
see
Phil.
what's happened by then. Bye-bye.
Yeah, right.
All right, take care, mate.
See ya.
Bye. Right. Well, listen, I'm gonna have to. I've got to have my dinner at some point. Although I did make popcorn, so that's kind of dinner substitute, I suppose.
Oh,
What? No.
Andrew Yang. He said, "Imagine an independent 28 presidential primary with Mark Cuban, Jamie Dimon, Matthew McConaughey, Dean Phillips, Oprah, Stephen A. Smith, Greg Orman, and others." I'm sorry, but what the fuck does Stephen A. Smith, Matthew McConaughey, and Mark Cuban know about the federal fucking government? This is the problem with fucking people these days.
No, it's the problem with Trump. He turned it into a celebrity match. He's turned it.
Reagan,
it's idiocracy. It's we're gonna have celebrities as presidents because they're popular, and people will go out and vote for them because they know who they are. It's a joke, but it's true.
Tim says, and how much a flight? That's about the spacecraft. I'm not sure. And Alistair, I think it's like 80 million per time it goes up. And they used to pay for the guys in Kazakhstan. They used to pay them 20 million, something like that. And basically, Musk said, "Oh, I could do it cheaper than that." It was actually 4 times more expensive. Graham, I see you're eating popcorn. I am now, says Alistair. Yay, popcorn! Homemade popcorn.
Graham, what flavor popcorn are you eating?
I made myself, literally made myself with popcorn kernels, and we got a little popcorn popper. I made myself some caramel by putting some butter and some demerara sugar in a frying pan.
Powdered
Stirred
sugar?
that up. Sorry,
What kind of sugar?
Allen sugar, demerara.
It's not a brown sugar.
It's not brown sugar. Well, it is brown, but it's
kind
not
of.
brown sugar.
It's kind of, it's brown, yeah.
Brown's like brown sugar's softer. This is
Yeah.
It's like when you're having coffee. Anyway, so I made that, and then I poured that over, mixed it up, and then put a load of salt in it, so it's salted caramel. It's fucking delicious. As anyone who's ever been to the cinema with me, with one of my secret homemade bags of popcorn, will attest. Because fuck you, Odeon, charging me £5.60 for some fucking popcorn.
I agree with you on the whole, like being charged ridiculous amount of money for popcorn, but I love cinema popcorn, so I don't mind paying it.
This is my approximation. This is very close to cinema popcorn, but it's better.
But for me, I have to have cinema popcorn. Like for when I go to
Food of the gods.
Early. Yeah,
it absorbs alcohol.
Yeah, I go to cinema so rarely that I will spend money at the cinema.
John Hopkins, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. SpaceX staff would refuse to do such an idiotic and illegal thing as decommissioning the Dragon capsules. Would they?
Is it in the sky at the moment?
Yeah, there will be some. There'll be some astronauts in the International Space Station.
Right.
So going to crash down.
It's in. Well, sorry, it's in space right now.
Yeah.
still...
Elon hasn't. He's not tweeted anything for 19 minutes. Do you reckon the CIA have got to him?
He's reloading.
Maybe.
You know how long
I got
it takes him to.
by my timeline.
You know how long it takes for him to pee. He's just in the bathroom. He'll be back in like 20-30 minutes.
I hope it's really fucking painful. Is that a bad thing to say?
It probably is.
I hope it's like pissing rusty nails.
Probably
That's
is.
what I hope. Sorry, I know it's not a nice thing to say, but I fucking hate him. I hate him and I hate Trump. I wish they'd kind of do some kind of like murder-suicide pact, to be honest with you. I just hate them both. The world would be a better place without either of them.
They're working on it.
And the idea that Musk is some genius is demented. And the fact that the idea that Trump has America's best interests at heart is just, it's for the birds. Great choice, Graham, for the popcorn, says Alistair. Thank you, Alistair. That's very kind of you.
Good.
But I think we all kind of, in the early aughts, maybe early teens, we all kind of like wanted there to be an Elon like person around. He kind of like quasi
like a Tony Stark.
Yeah, we wanted somebody who was kind of a little bit strange, but a little eccentric, had bigger ideas, but was largely facing in a forward direction, and especially using tech and stuff like that. And the thing is, Elon is not only not that, he only lies about that. Like Hyperloop and everything that he says that he can and will do is bluster and bullshit. It's all fluff, just like his best fucking friend, who, I mean, we're still waiting on the concepts of a plan for the fucking healthcare. I guess the healthcare plan that no motherfucking Republican ever made him ever turn in. Like, he never had to turn in his homework. So there isn't any substance there, but people are willing to suspend belief for a limited amount of time for these special cases, just for the fact that they wanted that person to exist. Like, they wanted some like renegade old celebrity type from the 90s to come in and really tear up some shit. That's
Be careful
fine.
what you wish for.
But that's fine. That's fine. You can want that to happen. But Trump isn't that guy. Trump was never super successful. He was never super popular. He was always kind of like on like the bottom 5% of like coolness. Like, he's never been that guy. And Elon is the same. But because people didn't have the full story on him, they just kind of spackled in some extra like copium to fill in the gaps. Elon's never invented dick that has been cool. Never. He's never done anything that you thought was cool. You might think he's cool because he's done some stuff. He hasn't done anything cool. SpaceX has 1% to do with his dumb ass. He just like Trump slaps his name on shit. Elon doesn't do anything. He doesn't have the massive brain power to do all the. He headhunts. And then he treats them like shit, and then they leave. Like, he's not the guy. He's a pretender of the guy.
So, voice of reason, Kanye West telling Elon Musk and Donald Trump to calm down. He said, bros, please no, we love you both so much. He literally said, effectively said, I don't like it when mummy and daddy fight. Tim, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. Good thing this happened now because Starlink took over all the CAA comms. And thank you. And Darren Christian, thank you very much. The most expensive part of popcorn is the tub or the bag. There you go. It's very true.
Yeah.
So they make a lot of money on that. Someone said that Musk is he's the fall guy. This was Jane Lockwood. Musk is the fall guy, always the plan. And that's how I felt that Trump, and I think I said it on one of the shows, so I could go back and try and find it, but I put so much fucking stuff online, I'll never find it.
Kanye has retweeted a tweet from, I don't know who it is, but it literally says, I can't believe that Elon and Trump broke up during Pride Month. Kanye retweeted it.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna put this on my screen. I got Twitter. I got Twitter up right now, and I'm looking.
It was the guy who
Hold
wrote it was a
on, Scott.
doctor.
Hold on, Scott. Hold on 1 second, man.
Sorry, buddy.
I keep searching JD Vance and hitting retry, and it just says something went wrong. Try reloading. No results for JD Vance on Twitter at all at the moment. It's probably because the site is down, but it's funny if you type in JD Vance in the search, nothing comes up.
Oh, this tweet is from a Dr. Patrick Patel. I don't know who that is. He's got a lot of followers.
I think the site's down.
Whatever.
No, I've got it.
I'm flying through it just fine.
JD Vance, I can find him. Unfortunately, I don't want to. Just suck the internet.
Debatable.
Let's have a look.
Well, you know, did the rural areas get their big rollout of internet? Wasn't there supposed to be fiber broadband all over America?
Do I live in rural America?
No, I don't.
Okay, so why would their internet have to do with my computer?
Because I'm just looking in general because you made me think about the internet in America because there was a load of money that was put by Congress into getting everyone in rural areas to really fast internet, and I believe Elon Musk and his friends got rid of it because it was competition to their Starlink, so now they have to get Starlink at 100.
No, the Democrats never did it.
Ah, okay.
Because they're fucking because they're incompetent.
He has said nothing.
I'm still getting nothing on my JD Vance search.
Yeah. It's funny. He's only got 4 million followers. That's not a lot.
What a crazy time to be alive.
Yeah, all the rest of it's fucking searching.
Elon, about 57 minutes ago, he retweeted someone saying the world's greatest fiction writers couldn't have conceived a timeline like this. Well, because no one would enjoy watching it. That's why. I'm not enjoying living it. So yeah, I mean, it's all kicking off.
Oh, that Ian Miles right-wing fuckhead says. President versus Elon, who wins? My money's on Elon. Trump should be impeached. Vance should be replacing him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That guy is such an ass.
Oh my god. Davin, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Davin says, back in 2010, Cineworld large popcorn, 12 pence cost.
Back in when?
In 2010, the cost of it was 12 pence.
Oh,
so they were sold for £5.60.
Oh no, it's how cinemas make their money.
Yep,
everyone knows that. Coke and post mix doesn't cost anything.
No, post mix is pennies, like, pennies for a pint.
Yeah, pennies per the huge gallon cup they give you for £4.50. But yeah, like it costs nothing, absolutely nothing.
Indeed,
that's how pubs make their money. Pubs do not make their money from pints; they make their money from post mix. Mixers, all that sort of stuff.
That is very true. Right, so I'm just checking all the websites at the moment to see if there's been any updates. The closest thing we've got is they're just talking about his threat to decommission the Dragon spacecraft, which is essential for NASA's operations and to take astronauts and supplies to the International Space Station. So,
excuse me.
Yeah, it's gonna be It's
gonna be a slow burn, I think, guys.
This is gonna be a mad one.
It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna, it's gonna be every so often he's gonna come out with something.
I think this is gonna be quick.
You reckon?
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon? Like Musk is gonna disappear. He's gonna take himself out like
no.
Jeffrey Epstein.
No. They're gonna keep bashing each other, and they're gonna keep talking about dirty little secrets that they have. And he's going to keep trying to cut off of his stuff. And then he's going to start tariffing, what's Elon's favorite thing he's working on right now? Tesla? Well, all the glass coming in for electric vehicles has a 3,000% tariff. Like, it'll be something very petty. And all of the ketamine will now be tariffed at 500%. Like,
leave my cat alone.
And then some more bullshit about Trump's past will come out, or Elon got some pictures of him with a diaper on, and it's like obvious, and then he'll put that like it'll.
And then Trump, there'll be a picture of Trump with a diaper on, and
they're gonna be fighting like children. Is what's gonna happen.
Musk pisses himself and Trump shits himself, so you know.
And then the pictures of what's his face. Then the pissy Elon pics will come out from Kash Patel. It'll be a whole thing.
It will. So Martin Howard says, even also I'm late. Eldest Rugby Club Awards night. At least there was a bar tonight rather than the usual school hall. Thank you for joining us, Martin. And Sarah says, wouldn't that leave astronauts stranded on the International Space Station, or would Russia or China be used to get them home? I don't know if they can. There's a problem with, things linking up in space, and I assume that the Russians could take them up in a Soyuz rocket. But whether they want to, considering everything that's going on at the moment with Ukraine and NATO, and I don't know. Blue Badger says, I have a mental image of Vance trying to run a Catholic style, keep the marriage meeting between them, and all they do is rip him apart for trying. Keep the marriage together. No, Elon Musk has been tweeting images of Trump and video of Trump and Epstein being best buddies. I mean, we could go, it's all coming out now, but we knew all this stuff. This is the mad thing, isn't it?
This is all old news, really.
We knew it was going to happen. It was just when, like the little kickoff. It was just when it was going to happen. But we thought, when it does happen, it's going to go down like this. Oh, but you wear a nappy. Oh, but you wear a colostomy bag. Oh, but you wear a... It's what a time to be alive. Where are you, Mikey? Are you looking at?
I'm reading this thing here. It says Elon Musk backs billionaire Warren Buffett's famous plan to eliminate the deficit in 5 minutes. You just pass a law that says anytime there is a deficit more than 3% of GDP, all sitting members of Congress are ineligible for re-election.
Okay, I'm sure they'll go for that.
It's not like they. It's not like they listen anyway.
No. Tim Ballon, thank you very much for the £5. Scott, tea coffee is the highest GP. Tried to get Coke, Pepsi to install the kit for free. So there you go. Tea coffee is the highest GP.
Oh, it's sorry. Tea and coffee is the highest, or like thing to make money off of. You mean?
Yeah, because I guess with Coke and Pepsi, you have got to have the CO2.
You have to have the branding, and some of the
syrups.
Whereas, like, you can make an instant coffee and charge £3.
So got to boil the water though.
Yeah, but how much does that cost in electricity each time you turn the kettle on?
The binka noise of feet running. You mean from like Hanna-Barbera? Let me see if I can find it for you.
BBC is running a front page. Tesla stock sinks as Musk and Trump fight explodes.
It's gone down 40% at the close of the day.
NASA responds to Musk's threat. NASA among the president's vision for the future of space. Says a spokesman for the BBC, we will continue to work with our industry partners to ensure the president's objectives in space are met. So nothing. That was a blah blah met.
That is a blah blah blah. Yeah. So Musk has not tweeted now for 33 minutes. Is it 33
He's still
minutes?
peeing. Give him a second. It takes a second. He
So,
usually likes to do
I
it when
bet
he's
you-
partially submerged.
I bet you, and we wrap up, and as soon as we wrap up, the second we wrap up, he will put down. Here is the Russia tape.
I'm telling you, it's coming. Like, this is not going to be, oh, fine, we yelled at each other. It is what it is. No, they are both they're two children.
Yeah, too petty.
Don't let them talk to you that way, Elon.
Not even Tom was this petty.
Stop it. You remember, did you see Willow with Val Kilmer?
Yes.
All right. Don't let them talk to you like that, Burgle Cut. That's all I can think right now. I'm just Mad Mardigan up in the cage talking shit between Willow and Burgle Cut. Just like, yeah, don't let them talk to you like that. But can I get some water? Can I get some water? Please. Water.
Oh well, I think we better wind it up for tonight because I'm fucking
This is
knackered.
funny.
I haven't
It's
stopped
only
all day.
Hey, it's 4:20 over here. Blaze it, brothers.
Please.
I need a. Here's the Hanna-Barbera effect.
We can't hear that at our ends. That's just for Mikey's channel.
Yes, I'll play for you. I can do this. So what time is it there now?
No, it's
6?
time
Oh,
to,
so
like-
it's 10, 10:30.
Yeah, it's 10, 18.
It's it's 20 to it's 10 nearly 10:30 here.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Tesla.
No,
Sorry,
it's not late, but
Tesla, a good half hour or more since the cat addiction must have messed up his urethra. Says 9 Worlds from Drew. Hi, Drew. How you doing, mate?
All right,
And
you ready?
yeah. And Eric says Graham touched on the unknown consequences of dissing the richest person. He might radicalize. Yeah, indeed.
Ready, Graham?
Yeah, go on.
well,
Here. You don't hear? You don't hear?
you sound like my ex-boyfriend.
What?
Well, that's weird. You should be able to hear it.
When
though,
he
at
used to
least,
say,
yeah.
"Here it comes," and nothing would ever happen.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why?
Happy Pride. Tim says Graham set up a time since last Alonia tweet site.
What?
Graman set up a time since last Alonia tweet site. Right. Okay. So a website that tells us how long we've been waiting for the last Elon tweet. I can't be honest.
Like a counter.
Yeah, I can't be bothered setting up
The last time that Elon tweeted.
Yeah.
And it just resets every time.
Well,
I don't know how you would even make something like that, but
there was a flurry. There was a flurry about an hour ago when we first started doing the show, but now it's just really slowed down. So I think we're going to leave it for this evening.
There's so much to talk about tomorrow, though, right?
Yeah. Join us for the Politics
It's going to be
Social.
so much fun.
Friday Night Social. It's going to be epic.
Bruno.
I already know what my story of the week is. It has nothing to do with Trump. But
Bruno Genius in the chat just broke my heart. I just remember one of my favorite things on the soundboard was Trump saying, "I love Tesla."
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna. Now it's vintage.
No, it's not
That's
even
back
vintage.
when they were
It's
in love.
even funnier. It's even funnier.
Before the breakup. Oh,
I love Tesla.
he
even
used to
happening?
love. I have to like bleep it. Like I boop
No,
Tesla.
wait, no. That is even funnier now. I love Tesla. No, you don't. You two don't talk to each other.
It's all computer.
It's
all computer.
all
It's
the
it's all
inside.
run by computer.
Look at the inside. It's all computer.
Confefe.
This dude.
Anyway.
Indeed.
He was like,
Anyway,
"You want me to? Hey, you want me to rev the engine for you? You want me to fire it up?" Stupid bitch.
Okay, well, we're going to leave it at that. So thank you so much to my co-host Scott Williams and Mikey Famine. Thanks also to Phil Morehouse for joining us earlier. Thanks to everyone who has joined in this, oh my God, it's all kicking off show. I'll be back at 9 in the morning with Morning Brew. I dearly hope to see you there. In the meantime, I'll just say thank you for watching. Thanks for the chats. Thanks for the super chats. Give us a like on the way out. Support the channel by giving us a like. Although I haven't got my like thing set up here. So just imagine there's a little button just came up that said like. And until next time, I'll say hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye. Woo!
Bye.
Fuck you, Elon. Fuck you, Trump. Fuck
Oh.
you. Fuck
I love
you.
Tesla.
Oh man, I love Tesla is like sad now because they're broken. up.
It's even funnier now. It's
I
even
love
just-
Tesla.
Every time he
Yes,
says
even- I
anything
love
about
Tesla.
Every time he says something, and you just go, "I love
Just-
Tesla."
just
It's
put
like, yeah, you did.
after every single one of his little truth posts about shitting on
Right.
Elon, just fucking slam the clip of him. I love Tesla
I love
over and
Tesla.
over on a loop. And then Tesla. I love
support the
SpaceX.
educated.
Yeah, there you go, Tim. I love SpaceX.
I love the poorly educated.
Oh boy. All right. Thank you,
Yours?
Vinsters. This was just a quickie. We will see you guys in 2 hours. No, 3.5 hours for Unbox Politics. So until then, I love you and I love Tesla.
I love,
I love
Tesla.
Tesla.